This is the plaintiff, Frank Dufresne. He says he bought a used washing machine from the defendant. It's a piece of junk that doesn't work, and he wants his money back. This guy ripped him off, took advantage of him, and karma's gonna get this guy when he least expects it because what he did was wrong. He's suing for $200, the amount he paid for the bad machine. This is the defendant, Leroy Thomas. He says the washing machine's a $2,000 piece of high-tech equipment. The plaintiff doesn't know how to use it right. The guy put too much soap in it. It malfunctioned, and now he's supposed to take it back and give him a full refund? Ah, heck no. It worked fine when he sold it, and he owes the chump nothing. He's accused of being all washed up.
All parties, please raise your right hand.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff bought a used washing machine from the defendant, and it turned out to be a piece of junk. But the defendant says the plaintiff put too much soap in it. It's the case of no cheer here.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Okay, Frank Dufresne,
Yes, ma'am.
you're suing Leroy Thomas for $200 that you want back that you paid for a washing machine you bought from him, and you say it doesn't work. What happened?
Well, I went to, I talking to my other buddy where his girlfriend lives. And I
Where,
said,
whose girlfriend? His girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was talking to my buddy and I'm telling him I need a washing machine. Mine just died. So he was talking to me and all of a sudden his girlfriend says, hey, we got one for sale for $200. I says, okay, I'll come and see it. Well, that was supposed to be a Saturday. She didn't show up. So I went the next time we made another one, and then I met Roy and we went out there. We got to the house. I looked at the washer. I said, I want to run it through a cycle. He says, no, there's no water. But they kept telling me that, hey, it's only 2 to 3 years old. So I took their word and I took it.
Right, but why wasn't there water?
Because he wasn't living there.
Oh, so the water was turned off?
Yeah, the water was turned off because I moved out.
So you went ahead and bought it?
I took his word for it.
What kind of washing machine was this?
I live at Whirlpool.
Can I see it? What brand was it?
Whirlpool.
Yeah, Whirlpool. Digital Whirlpool.
Some of them pictures stick together, Your Honor.
That's all right. A front-loading Whirlpool
Digital.
digital. Okay. Pretty fancy. All right. How old was this machine?
It's 5 years old.
Now.
Now. And, okay, and how much did you pay for it? Do you remember? Or did you pay for it?
18 to 2, I'm not sure which.
Okay. Why were you selling it?
Well, I had nowhere else to put it.
Okay.
I didn't own the house. I had to
So
leave.
go ahead. So you buy it for how much?
I bought it for $200.
Okay. And then what happens?
I brought it home. He helped me take it into the house, and we hooked it up. And at first, it wouldn't work at all. No water would come in. So I played with it a little bit, and all of a sudden the water started coming in, but it was just cold water, no hot. So I used to fix washing machines, so I kind of,
Wait, you used to fix washing machines?
Oh, my.
but not that brand. I'm not that.
Okay. No, but that's
the little ones like this.
that puts a dink in coinky dink. I mean, because I usually tell people who buy something used, oh, you should have brought an expert with you. You are the expert.
So plaintiff buys this used washer for $200 and it doesn't work. Tough luck, or does he have a case?
I think he has a case. He should at least try it out before he buys it. I mean,
But he do, okay, but let's say he didn't because it was unplugged and whatnot. Is he entitled to anything here?
I believe he is, but, I mean, it's not in writing, so...
You don't need it in writing. Is he entitled to anything?
I don't believe he is. He paid money for it before doing his due diligence, checking it out.
So tough luck.
Yeah.
Okay, going inside the courtroom.
I'm used to the other type. This is altogether new to me,
Yeah,
especially with them front loaders.
right.
So anyway, I told his girlfriend about it, that I want my money back, the thing's no good. She started yelling and screaming at me, oh, you bought it, you don't know how to run it. So I said, okay, you tell Roy to get in touch with me and I'll bring him up there and I'll show him what's wrong with it.
Okay.
That never happened. He never called me or nothing.
Why didn't you call him?
I never heard about it until a couple
Oh, come
weeks
on,
later.
your girlfriend
no,
told you.
No, she never told me about it for a couple of weeks.
Why wouldn't she tell you?
Because she handled most of his talking to him.
Yeah, but why wouldn't she tell you, hey, the washing machine? That's like the kind of the immediate thing your girlfriend would tell
About
you.
2 or 3 days later, she did.
And then when she told you, what did you say? Why didn't you call him and just tell him how to use the darn machine?
I gave him the manual for it.
Okay, but why didn't you just help him to use it, to figure out how to use the machine?
I didn't have a vehicle to get over there with, and he
How
was supposed
far
to
is
pick
it?
me up.
How far is it?
I don't know.
Well, then how do you know how do you know it's not next door? Like, what do you mean? I didn't have a vehicle to go out there with.
No, I lost my car.
Okay, so does your girlfriend have a car? Because she's a big talker.
No.
All right, and she's the one doing all the negotiating? She's not here?
Yeah, she did all. I just told her how much
She's
I wanted.
not here, right?
No, she couldn't make it. She's sick.
Okay.
She was coming.
So your position on this is, was that thing working before?
It was, but I sold it as is, Your Honor. I just
Okay,
told him
but
it's as is.
you had moved out of that house,
Yeah.
and were you selling that house?
No, it's not my house. That's why I had to move out.
So why did you leave it behind?
Everything I own is there. The people
Why is
died
everything you owned there?
Because I was taking care of the people that lived in it, and they both died.
Oh, so what's the state of the house? What's going on with it?
It's just sitting there empty. Well, all my belongings are in it because I can't get back there to get my stuff out.
Why can't you get back there?
I don't have the vehicle to do it with.
Well, you can't figure out how to, rent a car, how to have somebody help you, and how to get your stuff. Is there a landlord to that house? Who owns that house now?
No, the guy died that owned it.
Yeah, no, died.
Paid off.
But yes, and therefore there's an estate, there's something, there's children.
Somewhere in this world there's 3 children, 2 of them in New Bedford, 1 in Texas. But
Okay.
they can't locate them.
You've
And I was
gotta
going
be
to stay there and
kidding me.
take care of the house for them, but after the water went
All right,
off, I
that's a
couldn't pay the
whole
bill.
other story. All right, now why isn't Mr. Dufresne, when you buy a used item, it's an as-is sale. That means you're buying what you're buying, so you better make sure you know what you're buying. Buyer beware.
I took his word for it, Your Honor.
Yeah, but what makes this purchase on your part different than all the other as-is purchases?
I agree with you.
You agree with me? If you agree with me, why did you sue?
Because I just wanted my money back, that's all.
No, I know you want it, but you agree you're not entitled to it.
Yeah,
You just,
when you said
as is?
he never even gave me a bill of sale.
Okay, all right. All right, well, so long as we're all in agreement. What happens when you buy a used item is it's an as-is sale, and so you got to make sure that, see, you took a gamble. This was a nice, expensive machine, and I think maybe in your head you thought, if there's anything wrong with that, I could probably handle it. But it turns out it's a different thing altogether, as you said. So there are some repairs that it needs. You just don't think it's worth it now. So you took a gamble, but you want him now to eat the risk of your gamble, and that's not how it works. When you buy something that's used, you better know you really want it, because there is no return policy. Verdict for the defendant. Good luck, folks.
Thank you.
Well, it was a good try for the plaintiff, but it didn't work out, Mr. Dufresne.
Me and my mouth.
You and your mouth. Listen, I understand that was a very expensive machine.
It is.
He said, he said it was $2,000 originally.
Even the serviceman that I called said, don't sink no more money in this thing's a piece of junk, but
Yeah, but really?
Yeah, that's what he told me.
Would you have put more money into it or repair it?
no. I'm not putting nothing into it, just for the board.
Yeah.
The timer board.
Yeah.
$346.
Yeah, expensive machine. But it was expensive. That's what I hear. $2,000. That's a lot.
Hey,
Okay.
you win some, you lose some.
Well, yeah, today you lost. I'm sorry.
No problem.
At least you're in good spirits about it. Okay. Mr. Thomas, is that true? Was that close to a $2,000
It
machine?
was close to 2,000, yeah.
That's a lot for a washing machine.
Yeah, well, that's what the lady of the house wanted.
Yeah.
She gets what she wants. So I bought it. We used it for 4 years, 3 years, 4 years. And when the house closed up, I had to just shut the water. The water shut down because I couldn't have paid the bills. It wasn't my bill.
Yeah.
And when they died, I just closed the house down.
Wow.
And he decided, my girlfriend found him to buy it, so I took him out there.
You gave it away for $200.
Yeah, and I got a refrigerator, so I was it.
All right, well, thank you very much. Okay,
Sure
at
enough.
least you're okay on that.
Thank
All right,
you.
you got your money. Okay, Harvey, what do you think?
It's so funny. We talk about this all the time about, when you buy a used item like this, it's an as-is sale. And you kind of think, well, I never have any recourse. That's not true. If you buy a used item, you are still allowed to demand a warranty. It could be a 30-day warranty. It could be a 1-year warranty. And if you don't get the warranty, maybe you don't buy the product. But don't think because it's used, you don't have the right to negotiate.